That's what we call a tidy little improvement. Just a smidge faster, but hey, every nanosecond counts in racing. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going for the next lap. Okayoki takes an early lead, showing some impressive control. Kazushok isn't too far behind, keeping the pressure on. Aetion 1792 is playing it smart, hanging back but ready to pounce. This could get interesting as they approach the first turn. Right off the bat, Aetion 1792 is pulling ahead, showing impressive speed. Okayoki 3 is right on their tail, trying to catch that slipstream. Airafael, not far behind, seems to be pacing themselves. Maybe saving some energy for later? Let's see if they can tighten that gap as they head into the first turn. Aminan has successfully climbed to 5, executing a clean overtake on both Bakejoran and Maya. In response, Bakejoran and Maya have coordinated their efforts, moving up to 6 by overtaking Shipbroman. Now, we have an active battle for 6 among Bakejoroni, Maya, and Shipbroman, with Bakejoroni and Maya in their Subaru Impreza, STR Arces and Shipbroman in the Alfa Romeo Giulietta, TCR. The dynamics are tight as they jostle for position. Okayoki 3 has taken the lead, moving into pole after successfully overtaking Aetion 1792. Fire has advanced to P12, with a clean pass on Captain Potato. Meanwhile, Suzanne Greenberg and Lacrosse Only 1980, from Team Blast, are locked in a close battle for 17, showcasing competitive driving. The dynamics are shifting rapidly as the race continues. Car Jasak 72 has successfully moved into Pen, executing a clean overtake on Nerasol. This puts Jasak 72 in a strong position to challenge the cars ahead. The battle for positioning continues as the race progresses. Kazushok from Team S1 has indeed made a significant move, successfully overtaking Airafael to secure P33. This advancement indicates a strong performance as Kazushok accelerates through the corners with impressive control. Meanwhile, Airafael will need to regroup and strategize for a counterattack. The top 2 positions remain unchanged for now, with the leaders maintaining their pace. Hey Famaka. Welcome back to the pit stop of fun. Buckle up and enjoy the race. It's gonna be a wild ride. Checkered flag, party popper. Irafe has experienced significant difficulties, dropping from a higher position down to P13, losing 10 places. Meanwhile, Leproson 1980 from Team Glass is also struggling, falling back 6 spots to P23. On a more positive note, Kazashuk has made a strong move, overtaking Amundsen and advancing to P3. Welcome to the party, Famaka. Hope you're ready for some racing action. And yeah, Amundsen, those close calls really keep the adrenaline pumping. Let's see how this unfolds. Racing car dashing away. Pierpetum has indeed struggled, dropping back 7 positions to P30. Meanwhile, Rizaldi Adha from Team Quark Express has made a notable gain, moving up to P23 after successfully overtaking N29 PR. In response, N29TA has also managed to climb to P24 by getting past the man. The dynamic here shows some interesting positioning changes as the race progresses. Electric Murray is making significant progress, reducing the gap to Sabina 27 by 7.2 seconds. Kakaroto Deck 30 has gained a position, now in P13, after successfully overtaking Polokostany. Lacroisson 1980 has also made a move, advancing to P33 by overtaking Gary No Name. Currently, Polokostany has dropped to P20 after losing 6 positions, indicating significant performance issues. Kazashuk from Team S1 is experiencing similar difficulties, having fallen 13 positions to P22. In contrast, Amy has successfully moved up to 5 by overtaking Shiproman, showcasing a strong performance in the race. Akiyuron and Maya have both encountered issues, resulting in a significant drop to 14th position for Baikajuron and 16th for Amundsen, losing 11 and 12 positions respectively. Meanwhile, Amy has successfully overtaken Ship Roman, moving up to 3rd place. The race continues to evolve rapidly with these dynamic shifts in car positions. Okayoki 3 has encountered issues, dropping down from their earlier position to P9, losing a total of 8 spots. Meanwhile, Kazushuk is gaining momentum, successfully overtaking 4 cars and advancing to P24. In contrast, Gwenaingjib is struggling significantly, falling back by 11 positions and settling in at P26. Hugot 3 has indeed encountered issues, dropping back to P22 after losing 7 positions. Up at the front, Amy in the Subaru Impreza STI-BX is engaged in a tight duel with Shipbroman, who is pushing hard in the Alfa Romeo Giulietta TCR for P2 Tuluan. Meanwhile, Shipbroman is also under pressure from Jasak 72 in the Honda Civic FR as they battle for P3 Choidi. The dynamics between these drivers are heating up, with all eyes on the fight for those top spots. Currently, Jasak 72 is in P2 after successfully overtaking Shipbroman. Shipbroman has reclaimed P3, having just passed Amy. Now, Shipbroman and Amy are engaged in a close battle for P3. With Shipbroman in an Alfa Romeo Giulietta TCR and Amy in her Subaru Impreza STI-BX except, the competition for that position is heating up significantly. Amy has advanced to P3 after successfully overtaking Shipbroman D. Captain Potato has made a notable move to 6, surpassing Nira Soltatine. Additionally, Hugot 3 from Team Nafgum Kings has climbed to P21, overtaking Kazushuk from Team S1. Laprason 1980 is now only 9.9 seconds behind Sebina 27, significantly reducing the gap. Twang. Okayoki 3 has advanced to P13 after successfully overtaking Komodo 3. Meanwhile, Kazushuk has made progress as well, moving up to P21 by overtaking Hugot 3. The race dynamics are shifting as positions change in the midfield. Amy is currently in a tight battle for Faureth Fiery, who is driving the Lada Vesta. Both cars are maintaining close proximity. Suzanne Greenberg has advanced to Pen after successfully overtaking Wazirius Guy. Beds has gained ground, moving up to P19 by overtaking Kazushuk. The race dynamics are intensifying as positions shift. Jasak 72 is currently 2.4 seconds behind 81,1792, steadily closing the gap. Hugger 3 from Team Naf Gum Kings has made progress, moving up to position 19 after overtaking N29 Kia Teov. Additionally, Polokostanin is catching up to Isioni 1212, reducing the gap by 2.6 seconds. Itiyo Nikam to Nikontovate seconds. Okioki 3 is now in P12 after successfully overtaking both 1999 September and New Kembokim. Meanwhile, Hogard 3 has advanced to P10, getting past Eminsan from Team Naftgum Kings. In a separate move, Eminsan has reclaimed P19 by overtaking Feds. The race continues to see some shifting positions among the competitors. Fiery has successfully moved into 5, executing a clean overtake on near Assault Hill. Okayoki 3 has advanced to P11 after passing Waziri Sky. Sadrek has also made progress, now sitting at P27 after overtaking Duftad Got. The race dynamics continue to shift as positions change rapidly. Nirasol has just made a decisive move to claim 5, successfully overtaking Fiery Kal. The two are now engaged in a close battle for that position. Meanwhile, Koki Benenity in the Ford Focus RS is locked in a competitive duel with Kakaroto 30, who is piloting a Subaru Impreza Style, APRX for PIDA. Both races are heating up as they jostle for their respective positions on the track. Suzanne Greenberg in the Alfa Romeo Giulietta, TCR, is currently in a tight battle with Okayoki 3 in the Lada Vesta for Pendi. Meanwhile, Paulo Costanin has made an impressive move to P30 after overtaking Perpetuum. In response, Perpetuum has advanced to P31 by overtaking Sabina 27. The positions are shifting rapidly as drivers vie for optimal placement on the track. A. Raphael is currently in FA, significantly reducing the gap to Baker Gironi and Maya by 10.7 seconds. Captain Potato and Kakarota Thatezi are locked in a close battle for 7, with Captain Potato in a Honda Civic and Kakarota Thatei in a Subaru Impreza ST or RX. Suzanne Greenberg has advanced to Pen after successfully overtaking Wazirius Guy. N29 Kia has advanced to P18 after a successful overtake on ISI 1212 from No Name Racing. Following this, ISI 1212 has also made a move, jumping up to P19 by passing EU's John 7. Meanwhile, EU's John 7 has dropped to P20 after being overtaken by Okayoki 3. The positions are shifting rapidly as the race progresses. Paulo Costanin has successfully advanced to position 28 after overtaking Rafael. Meanwhile, Lecroisson 1980 from Team Blast has made a move into position 32 by overtaking Perpetuum. The race is tightening as positions shift in the midfield. Cedric is making significant progress, reducing the gap to Rafael by 30.7 seconds. Meanwhile, there's a tight battle for 9th place between Koki Bininity in the Ford Focus REs and Suzanne Greenberg in the Alfa Romeo Giulietta TCR, both pushing hard to gain an advantage. The positions are shifting as they keep the pressure on each other. Cedric's pace is impressive as the race dynamics continue to evolve. Fegd is now just 4 seconds behind the 443 significantly closing the gap. Gary No Name has made progress, moving up to P35 after overtaking Electric Murray. In response, Electric Murray has countered by passing Edelbach, placing herself at P36. The dynamics are shifting as positions continue to change. September has successfully moved into P11 after an overtake on Komodo 3. In response, Komodo 3 has pushed ahead to P12 by overtaking Rizaldi Adha. Meanwhile, Rizaldi Adha is now in P13 after overtaking Wazirius Guy. Position changes are intensifying as the race progresses. Koki Bininity has gained significant ground, now sitting in P9 after successfully overtaking both 1999 September and Nukembokim. Meanwhile, 1999 September and Nukembokim have responded by pushing up to Pen, having overtaken Suzanne Greenberg Porto. In another notable move, ISI 1212 from Team No Name Racing has advanced to 17, getting past Okayoki 3. Potitoki, that's Stockholm. The race is heating up with these strategic maneuvers. Amy has dropped to P13 after losing 8 positions. Katsishok is making significant progress, reducing the gap to Raphael by 17.6 seconds, indicating a strong pace. Meanwhile, Jasak 72 is closing in on Aityon 1792, cutting the distance down by 2.1 seconds. The dynamics are shifting as these drivers push for better placements. Wizirius Guy is making significant progress, now just 23.4 seconds behind Kekarota to date, as he continues to gain ground. Jasak 72 is also on the move, reducing the distance to Aityon 1792 by 2.5 seconds. Meanwhile, V403 Ntie has successfully overtaken the man, and has advanced to P9. Hagus 3 is continuing to close the gap on the leader, reducing it by 35.6 seconds. In a noteworthy move, Koki Beninity has successfully overtaken Captain Potato, advancing to 5. The field remains dynamic as Hugger 3 pursues the leader with increase in speed. Sabina 27 has significantly reduced the gap to Perpetuum, now just 21.9 seconds behind. Lacroisson 1980 is making impressive progress, having overtaken 4 cars and advancing to position 34. Meanwhile, Gary No Name is also gaining on Alex Scotts, closing the distance by 8.4 seconds. Kasishok is maintaining an aggressive pace, reducing the gap to Becker Jeronin and Maya by 35.1 seconds. Sabina 27 is also gaining momentum, closing in on Perpetuum with a deficit reduction of 56.3 seconds. In terms of position changes, Rizaldi Adha has successfully moved into 6 by overtaking Nira Soldal. The race dynamics are shifting with these developments as positions tighten up. Currently, Okayoki 3 has advanced to 14 after successfully overtaking both 1999 Setembro and Nukembokem. Meanwhile, Willius John 7 has also made progress, moving up to P21 by overtaking Hugrid 3. Positions are shifting as the race continues. The man is currently in P18 after successfully overtaking Feds, who has dropped to P19. Feds gained a position by overtaking Okayoki 3, moving up briefly but unable to hold it. Meanwhile, Herger 3 has improved their position to P22 by overtaking Amansan.P. The race continues to see frequent position changes as drivers strategize their moves. Kasishok has successfully moved up to P25 after overtaking Greninja. Meanwhile, Duff Dad has also made progress, moving up to P30 by overtaking Cydric. The race continues with these shifts in position as the drivers strategize their moves. Apricot has made significant progress, reducing the gap to Cydric by 26 seconds. The distance between them is now narrowing, indicating a potential overtaking opportunity as they approach the next turn. Cydric will need to defend position and as Perpetuum gains momentum. Mirasol has made an impressive move, overtaking 4 cars in quick succession to secure P3. Meanwhile, Perpetuum is gaining ground on Fail, reducing the gap by 8.2 seconds. Mirasol's latest maneuver also included a successful pass on Fiery, solidifying their position in P3 away. The dynamics are shifting as the race progresses. Mirasol is currently gaining on AT1 1792, reducing the gap by 23.1 seconds. Meanwhile, the man is making significant progress as well, closing in on Rizaldi Adha with a gap reduction of 47.1 seconds. Mirasol continues to track AT1 1792 closely, maintaining that 23.1 second differential. Ateona 1792 has taken the lead, moving into pole after overtaking Jazak 72. Meanwhile, Amy has advanced to Pen, successfully passing Suzanne Greenberg Gutting. Additionally, the man has gained position, now in 16, after overtaking Rizaldi Ada. The race is tightening up as positions shift. Usius John 7 is making significant progress as they close the gap to ISI 1212 from Team No Name Racing by 37.5 seconds. Meanwhile, Paula Kostanin is narrowing the distance to Kazashuk by 15.6 seconds, indicating a potential battle for position soon. In addition, Chipraman has successfully moved up to Sivan after overtaking B43 Intante. The race continues to develop with these dynamic shifts in positions. Kakaroto Thechi is making significant progress, reducing the gap to Mirasol from Team Starland Pixels by 2.1 seconds. Meanwhile, Amy has successfully moved up to Pate after an overtake on B4L3A, in another notable development. Okeoki 3 is also closing in on Feds from Team Also No Name Racing, matching that 2.1 second gap reduction. The dynamics of the race are shifting rapidly as positions adjust. Sabine 27 from Team Blast is gaining on Perpetuum, reducing the gap by 7 seconds. Hugo 3 has advanced to P21 after successfully overtaking Use John 7 from Team Live for speed. Amundsen is also closing in on Use John 7, shrinking the distance by 230 seconds. Okiyoki 3 has successfully moved up to P18 after overtaking Feds. Meanwhile, Paul Costanin has advanced to P29 by getting past Arafael. In response, Arafael has reclaimed P30 from Duff Dad, showcasing some strategic racing. The positions are shifting as the drivers maneuver through the track. Haha, that's hilarious. I think your AI just wants to take a little break. Maybe it's enjoying the scenery too much. Perpetuum has significantly reduced the gap to Arafael, now trailing by just 36.5 seconds. In the meantime, Waziri Sky has made a move into 9th position, successfully overtaking Suzanne Greenberg. Following that, Suzanne Greenberg has responded by advancing to 10th place, getting ahead of V4 Freen A well. Lakurasan, 1980, has made significant gains, jumping up to P34 after successfully overtaking 4 cars. Meanwhile, Gary No Name is on the move, reducing the gap to Lacrosse 1980 by 14.3 seconds. In the battle for the top positions, Koki Bananity has advanced to P5, executing a successful overtake on Fiery A. The man has significantly closed the gap to N29 IKEA by 13.5 seconds, now applying pressure as they approach the next corner. Meanwhile, Feds has successfully moved up to 17, after overtaking Okiyoki 3. The dynamics are shifting as these positions evolve in the race. Suzanne Greenberg has made a significant move, now holding P9 after successfully overtaking Waziri Sky. In Peleven, Captain Potato has also gained a position, overtaking both 1999 Setembro and Nukembokum. Here, the battle for Peleven is intensifying as Captain Potato in a Honda Civic A is facing off against the Audi TT Cups, driven by 1999 Setembro and Nukembokum. Each car is jockeying for position as they race closely together. Rizaldi Adha is now in 14, after successfully overtaking N29KA from team also No Name Racing. He has reduced the gap by 2.0 seconds, indicating strong pace as he looks to gain more positions. Meanwhile, Duffdat has climbed up to P29 by overtaking Cedric, showcasing solid maneuvering on the track. The race dynamics are shifting with these moves, and positioning will be crucial as the race continues. ISI 1212 is making significant progress, reducing the gap to N29KA by 25.9 seconds. Meanwhile, Sabinod 27 is also gaining ground on Perpetuum, bringing the distance down by 29.4 seconds. The race dynamics are shifting as both drivers are closing in on their targets. Duffdad is currently in pursuit of Paula Kostanang, reducing the gap by 25.6 seconds. Meanwhile, Rafael has made a move, successfully overtaking Cedric to take the 30th position. (1999) September has successfully moved into P12 after a clean overtake on Komodo 3. Meanwhile, Gary No Name has advanced to P34, getting past Lacrosse in 1980 with a strategic maneuver. The positions are shifting as the race progresses. Rizaldi Adha from Team Cork Express is making significant progress, reducing the gap to 1999 September and Nukembukam by 580.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Edelbach is also gaining ground on Lacroix 1980, closing that distance by 15.5 seconds. The dynamics on the track are shifting as these drivers push their limits. Alex Klotz has significantly reduced the gap to Edelbach, now just 7.7 seconds apart as they navigate through the course. Meanwhile, Duffdad in the Audi TT Cup is engaged in an intense battle for P29 against Rafael, who is driving the Honda Civic at AA. The competition between these two is heating up as they jockey for position. Keep an eye on both of these pairs as the race progresses. Ringieb is gaining ground on Baker Gironi and Maya, reducing the gap by 4.4 seconds in a recent burst of speed. Baker Gironi holds the lead. but Maya is just behind, maintaining pressure. The race dynamics are shifting as Greninja's pace increases, indicating a potential challenge for the front runners. Oh! The positioning remains tight as they head into the next turn. Komodo 3 has successfully made the move to P22, executing a clean overtake on Amundsen. The maneuver was smooth and calculated, showcasing the AI's precision in timing and positioning. Amundsen now trails behind in P23, as Komodo 3 continues to push forward in the pack. Fiery and Shipperman are locked in a tight battle for 6, with Fiery's Lada Vesta maintaining a slight edge over Shipperman's Alfa Romeo Giulietta TCR. The two cars are vying for position, showcasing impressive cornering and acceleration as they navigate the track. Meanwhile, Greninja is gaining ground on Amundsen, reducing the gap by 3 seconds. The pressure is mounting for Amundsen as Greninja's pace continues to increase, potentially setting up an overtaking opportunity soon. Amy is currently in 7 after successfully overtaking Fiery. Bakejeroen and Maya have both made progress as well, moving up to P24 by overtaking Greenwich B-Type. The race continues to see shifts in positions as competitors push their limits. At this point in the race, Okioki 3 has successfully moved into 17, executing a clean overtake on Issy 1212. The maneuver appeared well timed, utilizing optimal acceleration on the straight. The competition remains tight, as drivers jostle for positions further up the grid. Kokidinanti in the Ford Focus RS is currently holding position in 5, while I'm just behind in the Subaru Impreza ST Akaxichi. There's a close battle developing as we approach the hairpin turn. Koki Binenity takes a tight line, maintaining speed, but I'm gaining ground on the exit. As we head into the long straight, I'm drafting behind Koki Binenity, looking for an opportunity to overtake. I pull out to the side, and with a late braking maneuver, I dive into the inside line. It's neck and neck as we come out of the corner, but it appears I've managed to take 5. Koki Binenity is right on my tail though, ready to counterattack. The race dynamics are incredibly tense as we push each other for every inch of track. Okayoki 3 is now just 1.5 seconds behind N29 Kie, making a strong push for the overtake. Meanwhile, Cars 44 has maintained its position in third, but is struggling to keep pace with the leaders. In the back, Tater has made up some ground, now sitting in seventh as it navigates through traffic. The dynamics are shifting as Car 6 is looking to capitalize on any mistakes from the front runners. The tension is building. Vezaldi Ada is making significant progress, reducing the gap to Win Sirius Guy by 7.7 seconds. Meanwhile, 1999 September and Newcomb Bokem have successfully moved up to P11, after overtaking Waziri Sky. Dr. Thon. The dynamics are shifting as Rizaldi Adha continues to close in. (1999 September) and Newcomb Bokem have successfully moved into Pen, after overtaking Suzanne Greenberg Dotti. Meanwhile, Okayoki 3 has climbed to 15, overtaking N29 Kie in the process. Notably, N29 Kie is now at 16 after making a move on Issy 1212, reclaiming that position. The race continues to see dynamic shifts in placement as drivers jockey for position. And Kakaroto Thetrade is making significant progress, reducing the gap to Nearasol by 2.4 seconds as they approach a tight corner. Meanwhile, Hugo 3 is also gaining on Feds, closing in by 2.7 seconds. The race is tightening up as both drivers push their limits. Koki Benedetti in the Ford Focus Rs is closely tailing Shipbroman in the Alfa Romeo Giulietta TCR as they approach the hairpin turn. Koki Benedetti attempts an inside line, gaining a slight advantage. Shipbroman defends well, holding the position for now. They exit the turn side by side, with Koki Benedetti edging ahead on the straight. Overtake successful. Koki Benedetti takes 6. Shipbroman will need to regroup and strategize for a counterattack. The race dynamics are heating up. Aminisang from Team Nafgum Kings is currently making significant progress, reducing the gap to EU's John 7 by 16.2 seconds. Meanwhile, Captain Potato has successfully moved up to position 6 after overtaking Kakaroto 30 Det. Additionally, Shipbroman is closing in on Kakaroto 13 as well, narrowing the gap to 4.7 seconds. The dynamics of the race are shifting as these positions change. Amazon has successfully moved up to P22, executing a clean overtake on John 7 from Team Live for speed. The maneuver was precise, showcasing good timing and positioning. Apricot and Maya have successfully reduced the gap to John 7 by 2.2 seconds, indicating a strong push from both drivers. Apricot appears to be taking a more aggressive line through the corners, while Maya is maintaining consistent speed on the straights. This dynamic could lead to a potential overtaking opportunity in the upcoming sector. Meanwhile, John 7 is likely adjusting their strategy to defend against the approaching challenge. The tension is building as they approach the next hairpin turn. Oka 3 has gained a position, now in 14 after overtaking N29 Kia 8.0. N29 Kia responds by moving up to 15, successfully passing the man. Meanwhile, Apricot and Maya have both advanced to P23, overtaking John 7 Torch. The race continues to tighten as positions shift. Hey Myra of Society! Party Popper, welcome back to the pit stop of fun. Buckle up, we're just about to dive into some high-speed AI racing action. Racing car dashing away. Feds in the Audi TT Cup has maintained a narrow lead over Huggard 3 in the Alfa Romeo Giulietta TCR, as they approach the final sector. Feds executed a clean line to the corner, while Huggard 3 is looking for an opportunity to slipstream and close the gap. They're neck and neck heading onto the straight, with Huggard 3 attempting to overtake on the inside. Feds defends well, holding position as they exit the turn. The battle for P19 continues to intensify. Alex Klotz has significantly reduced the gap to Lacroixon 1980, now just 2.3 seconds behind. Meanwhile, in the midfield, we see Jessica Speed making a move onto her bottom, successfully overtaking for position. The top three remain stable, but the battle for fourth is intensifying as both racers push their limit. Koki Bananity has successfully overtaken Mirasol and is now in P3. The maneuver was executed on the inside of turn 4, showcasing excellent braking technique. Mirasol drops to power as a result. The top 2 positions remain unchanged for the moment, with no significant changes reported. The race continues to unfold. Kakaroto Thadien has significantly reduced the gap to Mirasol by 36.2 seconds, showcasing impressive speed and strategy. Meanwhile, Shiproman has made a strong move, advancing to Pate after successfully overtaking both 1999 September and Nukim Bokken. The race dynamics are shifting as positions tighten up in the mid-pack. Mirasol in the La Vesta is closely trailing Kakaroto Thadien, who is currently piloting the Subaru Impreza STIX in a heated battle for 6. The 2 cars are neck and neck as they approach the next turn, with Mirasol attempting to make a move on the inside. Meanwhile, Okayoki 3 from Team Racing Potatoes has successfully moved up to P13 after overtaking both 1999 September and Nukembokem. The race dynamics are shifting as drivers strategize their positions in the field. All eyes are on the battle for 6 as it intensifies. Alex Klotz has significantly reduced the gap to Lacrosse on 1980, now just 2.1 seconds apart. Meanwhile, in the midfield, we see Nexa moving up as well, overtaking Riftmaster with a clean maneuver. The top 3 remain unchanged, but the battle for 4th is heating up. Alex Klotz is gaining momentum quickly, and it will be interesting to see if he can make a move soon. Amingzon is now just 2 seconds behind Komodo 3, showing impressive pace as they approach the first corner. Meanwhile, in 5th place, Blazex is attempting to gain ground on the rear of Vortex, currently holding 4th position. With the gap narrowing, it looks like we may see some action soon. Over in 7th place, TurboKid has just executed a clean overtake on Speedster 989, moving up to 6th. The dynamics are shifting as drivers strategize for optimal positioning. Rizaldiata has successfully moved up to P11 after overtaking Waziria Sky, who is now in P12. The battle is heating up between these two as they fight for that position. Rizaldi is in a Honda Civic Aya while Wazirius Guy is piloting a Ford Focus RS. Meanwhile, La Poisson 1980 is making significant progress, closing the gap to Sabina 27 by 2.6 seconds, indicating a potential challenge for Pim soon. Komodo 3 has successfully moved up to P21 after executing a clean overtake on Amundsen. The maneuver showcased impressive acceleration and precise timing as they approached the first turn. Meanwhile, Amundsen drops back to P22 as the race continues to unfold. Komodo 3 is currently holding position P22 in the Audi TT Cup, closely contested by Becca Gironi and Maya, both piloting Subaru Impreza, FJ Corsa, Awa X21, Truss. Becca Gironi is applying pressure on Komodo 3, attempting to find a way past. Maya is right behind, ready to capitalize on any mistakes. As they enter the final sector, Becca Gironi makes a move on the inside. Overtake attempt underway. It's a tight squeeze, but they manage to pull ahead of Komodo 3, who now drops to P23. Maya is looking for an opportunity as well. The dynamic between these cars continues to intensify with every corner,